Welcome to lesson 3. Now that you have Premiere Pro installed and a project set up, it's time to bring your footage into the software and organize it for easy access. Now, there are different ways to do things in Premiere Pro. There is no just one way to do things. So to import footage, the first thing is you can go to the project panel here. That is, at the bottom left here. You can do it in several ways. Now, click on the project panel. If you click on the project panel like this, just double click on it to take you to your folder, and you can just select any folder that you want to import your footage or your files. Another way is to right click on the project panel and click on import. You can also use this style to import your footage. You can also go to file, click on import. Then same thing. You can also click Ctrl-I or Command-I. That's like 4 ways to do it. Or you can just drag and drop your footage, onto the panel, into the project panel. Those are the different ways to actually import your footage or your file to the timeline. So let's import some more footage to the timeline. Just come here, I have some footage here. Let's import some footage here. Import this. Okay. Another one here. So just do drag and drop. Let's import sound or audio inside our project. So sound, let's import some another sound, another audio. Now let's import graphics. Can import various graphics. Okay, something like this. Another one like this. So, by just drag and drop, very easy, instead of going through the other route. So I've import footage, sound of, audio and graphics or pictures into my project panel. Now let's go to organizing your media. Now, organizing your media with bins. As your project grows, keeping file organized is essential. Premiere Pro uses bins, basically folders, inside your project panel. So to create this bin, just right click. You see new bin. Just right click, then you name it. So let's name this footage for our video files, footage. You can also click on this folder, new bin folder here, to create a folder. So we are going to name this audio for our audio project. Click on it again. Let's name these images or graphics. So we have created 3 bins, which is our folder. So we are going to keep things organized. So let's drag our media into these bins. Now, if you are working with smaller screen, to be able to see all these things might be difficult. So you can also adjust your panels like this. You can drag it up so you can be able to see what you are doing over here. Another way is also pressing your Tab key on your keyboard. Press it like this. It will open up that panel. So for you to see what you are doing. So you can also press the key, your Tab key again. It will go back to default. So let me just press the Tab key right now. The Tab key is between your escape button and your Tab button on your keyboard. So you press the Tab key. So I'll be able to see what I'm doing over here. So I want to organize my footage right here. So I'm going to select all my footage, then I just drag and drop it into the footage folder. So my 3 videos are in the footage folder right now. So this is it. So by that, I'm keeping my project panel well organized. I'll click on also my audio that is here, drag and drop into the audio bin or folder. I also did the same for my video, or for my pictures or graphics into the images. So you see right there, my project panel is well organized. So if I want to, go to anywhere, I will just go to the footage, then I will have my footage. So if you are working with larger file or larger media, you need to do this to help you to sort things through. So always name your bin. See, I name my own footage, audio, image, so it will clearly keep your media sorted by name, or you can also name it if you have different type of footage. Maybe you went to shoot something outside scene, indoor, and all that, so you can name it properly. So avoid leaving everything loose in the project panel before everything gets messy. Let's get out of here right now. So you can just take this one back, or just go to window and go to workspace, reset timeline. So you're back. Yeah. So let's go to another thing that is very important, which is creating a sequence and adding a footage to the timeline. Now I want to edit. How are we going to add our footage to this timeline? Now let's go to footage folder. Now I want to add this footage to my timeline right here. So let's begin to assemble and edit our clip. Now let's create a sequence. This is where you assemble and edit your clip. There's no one way to do things in Premiere Pro. So you can do it like this. First, you can just right click on your footage that you want to edit and choose new sequence from clip. So this will make Premiere Pro to match the sequence setting to your footage automatically. Any frame rate, any settings that you use to shoot this video, it will automatically create a matching sequence for that video. So if I click on new sequence right now from the clip, it will create a new sequence on my timeline for exactly the same setting of the video. So that's it. Voila, we see it right here. So the sequence is where all your magic happens. This is where you add your clips, you trim, you cut, and arrange them all here. So this is where you do all the magic. So another way to also create a sequence is just by go to file, go to new, then click on sequence. So on this part, you just come to the settings, then you need to set it manually. So after you have set it manually, just click on OK. But don't you go through that stress if you actually want to use the settings your footage was shot on. So just right click on it and create clip, create new sequence from clip. So that's all for importing and organizing. Having a clean project from the start makes editing faster and less stressful. In the next lesson, we are going to get into basic editing techniques, cutting clips, trimming, and moving things around the timeline. I'll see you guys there.